Hi, BiFFs.
Hey, Beth.
Dear Abby.
Dear Kiki.
Captain.
Red flag. Desperate housewife.
Pinot Grigio.
Doesn't want to marry
Exert
you.
power.
Love you like I
Pour
love
more
you.
wine.
Drinking. Don't talk to yourself.
Cheers, Beth. Cheers.
Ill-advised.
Ill-advised. This is Ill-advised.
Hi, BiFFs.
Hello.
And welcome and hello.
Welcome to Ill-advised.
The podcast where two best friends tell you what to do when someone else already has.
Just like your mother.
And your mother's boyfriend because he's got a belt.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
You don't have to listen to him.
That
That ain't
guy.
your daddy.
That ain't your mama's daddy.
Well, let's
fucking
fucking
know.
hope so,
I
Beth.
caught myself off guard.
Yeah, you did.
Can we try this again?
We watched Maury a lot growing up.
Take two. We went to Maury growing up.
Exactly. So we'll just give you that pass.
We'll give you guys another take later when we feel like redoing this.
Yeah.
Judge me out
Not.
loud.
Judge me not.
Yeah, just judge me. I don't care.
Yeah, whatever.
Guys,
It's not like
welcome.
you guys write to us anyways.
Right. At you've been illadvised@gmail.com.
And on Facebook and Instagram at illadvisedthepodcast.
And you can find us online at illadvisedthepodcast.com. Because
We're one now.
that's all I got.
Yeah, we're one.
What a shitty intro.
It's been worse.
Take
As-
two. Boop.
As Seth.
Hey, BiFFs.
Welcome to Ill-advised. You bunch of misconceptions.
You misconceptions. Oh my God. Guys, thanks for coming back and hanging out with us. I know
Yes.
you've missed us.
Yes,
And we've missed you.
we have. It
You
feels
look
like a long time.
Wonderful in
You
that.
do.
What are they wearing today?
Bikini.
In that
Because it's a
bikini.
fucking heat wave.
Because, yes, still.
That's why my air conditioning is on behind me.
Still waving heat.
All right.
Yes. Is that air conditioner still on high?
No.
No.
That's low.
That's a loud ass air
Unfortunately.
conditioner.
You'd think it'd work.
Right?
It's 78 degrees in here.
Fuck, one more degree. This is getting ridiculous.
I know.
Guys, if you have a bucket of dry ice and a fan, please send it over to Stephanie's house, care of Ill-advised.
Yeah. Facebook
Ill-advised,
us
the
and I'll meet you.
podcast. Facebook us. 555 Massachusetts Avenue.
Cha.
Cha. Wine?
Wine.
Do you have wine?
Yeah.
I have wine.
Okay.
Same one?
Yeah.
Let's explain.
Okay.
Guys, we broke away from our usual. I'm happy to report that we have a 2013
Ooh.
vintage.
Pinot.
That's right. This is a Chardonnay.
Ooh, I thought it was a Pinot.
I think I did too.
You did tell me Pinot
Did I?
Grigio.
Yeah, I thought it was. I was looking for that. I wanted to taste feet and not butter today, but I guess I'm
Okay.
having butter.
Perfect. Goes great with keto diet.
That's right. It's North Coast California's Cartlidge and Browne Chardonnay. Cartilage. No, I'm
Okay.
sorry. Cartlidge.
That makes
Hot.
all the difference.
It really does. Do you see
Cartilage.
cartilage?
Oh,
Yeah.
cartilage.
No, cartilage. Yeah.
Cartilage.
Cart, L-I-D-G.
Cart.
And Brown with an E at the end because we
Brownie.
bougie. Brownie.
Ergo
Cocaine brownie?
brownie.
No brownies.
Do they make those?
They
If
should.
you cook Coke, does it turn into crack?
Only if there's baking soda.
What do you make brownies with? Not baking soda.
Baking powder.
Okay.
And just a very little amount. You don't want those bitches to rise. You want fudgy, not cakey.
But I want cokey, not cracky.
Yes. You know what? You've never
You're
made a
closest
more...
to Mexican.
You've never... Fuck you. Welcome to Ill-advised, the podcast where two best friends
Argue
fucking
about
duke it out.
heritage.
That's right. Is it peyote or marijuana? Cokey or cracky?
Okay.
Um,
I
so-
just almost said ask Brittany or Whitney.
You didn't almost
That's
say
terrible.
it.
I
You
just
said it. Guys, so this 2013 vintage is
Right.
$9.99.
It's oaky.
Is it? Did you try it?
No.
No? It's
Oaky,
$9.99. I'm
cookie,
expecting this to
cracky.
be terrible. Cheers.
Cartlidge. Smells
It
like
was
Chardonnay.
2013. They didn't even have English back then.
I like it.
It is not terrible.
I like it.
I'm not stupid, right? It says 2013 on the bottom.
Yeah.
Guys, this is the best 2013 I've ever had. That's not true. It's the only 2013 that I've had since 2013.
Since Chardonnay.
The back says, Chardonnay. A big, comfortable cruiser.
What?
As smooth as tuck and roll seats.
What?
Easy to handle as 3 on the tree. Relaxing on a Sunday
Where's
afternoon
this
drive.
from?
Might not be the fastest, but it'll get you there. And all of your friends too. Dependable and perhaps unappreciated. Chardonnay.
Is that a commercial?
Cartlidgebrowne.com. No, I just made it sound like one.
I know, but
Maybe.
something.
Yeah.
I feel like a commercial.
Mattress
says,
Giant. Ooh,
No, not that one. But yes.
You know what I'm talking about. Cartlidge and Browne. We're not being paid by either Cartlidge Browne or Mattress
But
Giant.
we should be, because that was.
This is a Californian Chardonnay, established in 1980. The original garage winery. And that's it. That makes yep.
That's
easy to handle as 3 on the tree. What does that mean?
I don't know.
There's got to be something we're missing.
Google 3 on a tree.
No, you Google it.
I can't. My windows are being taken up. I'm on my computer.
Right.
3 on a tree.
3 on a tree. It's got to be some sort of
3 on a tree.
I don't know.
Also, how old were we in 2013?
18? I don't know. Yes.
All right, that still wouldn't
No.
make sense.
No, we weren't.
87
We were
to
28?
87, 97.
Yeah, 28. Right? What year are we in?
I don't fucking know.
22?
Yeah.
We were something in our 20s. 87. Why do we math?
I don't math. That's why I asked you.
And 3 on a tree. Alternative spelling of 3 on the tree.
Okay.
On an automobile, especially those produced from 1939 through the late 1970s, a 3-speed manual transmission whose gear shift lever is mounted on the steering column. Oh, the tree is like the gears. You know how we have first, second, third, fourth, fifth, reverse?
Right.
That's the tree. 3 is their high speed 3. Back in the...
Oh, so it goes from 1 speed up
to 3.
down to...
Right. Easy as 3 on a tree.
Okay. It's interesting. Oh,
Because
sorry, guys.
that's the garage part.
Interesting because their emblem thing looks
I
like a
didn't-
car
Is that Bentley?
part. It looks,
Yeah,
yes, it looks
the
like
emblem.
a Bentley. Yes, with the
They should
wings.
sue. We want credit
Maybe they were first.
for discovering.
And Bentley.
1980.
Wow.
When was Bentley?
Probably way after. I mean, way
You'd think so?
before
Oh, right.
1980. Because when was the first car?
Ford. 1930 something.
Ford.
Oh, way before that. The first Bentley was 1919.
Yeah. So they're just trying to look like the Bentley of $9 wines.
Hence the 99 cents after that.
Exactly.
We got 99 problems that a Bentley ain't one.
Because we can't afford it. It's our $10 wine.
It's
Garage wine.
It's not
No,
bad.
it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It is good.
We applaud you. For
Tastes
trying.
like an Applebee's white wine.
Oh, like their table wine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
actually, I'm glad that you said Applebee's because I actually got hints of apple on this when I
Really?
took the first sip. Yeah, give it another shot. I'll drink with you. Like apple juicy. No, just
No.
me. Yeah. I
you're
figured.
also better at that stuff than me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Dude, I know as much about wine as you do.
You have a fucking cooking website.
Wine.
I know, but flavor, taste. Oh, I can taste this, or this needs this, and all of a sudden
That's
it's 100.
different.
No, it's fucking
To
not.
me, it is.
No, it's not.
Because this is more like I don't know.
Exactly.
But do you know?
No,
See, exactly.
you don't either. So I'm right.
So you don't either. So I'm right.
I'm right.
I know
because
you're no.
You can't negate it.
But you can't substantiate it.
Yes, I can.
Substantiate.
I just did.
That's food.
It's flavor, it's taste, it's senses.
You doing that with
It's
your
like-
hand doesn't fucking convince me.
Yes, it does. Because you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you're cooking
Do
something and I'm like, oh my God, this fucking tastes amazing. And you're like, oh, I need something. And then you add one dash of something and I try
And
it
it
and
makes
I'm
it
like,
okay.
and I'm like, what
But
the
like,
fuck did you just do?
I really
How did
just
you
wanted you
make
to-
this better?
My boyfriend asked me the same thing.
Exactly.
However, I think
So
it's
it's the
different
same.
compared to wine. Being as somebody who can taste the
No.
differences in these things and can't taste the differences in these, I feel like I'm right. Also, how did your chicken marsala come out?
Definitely not as good as it was. Still edible.
I
Definitely still
bet
ate
you it
the
was
shit
still
out of it.
wonderful.
Yeah, it was still good.
I
But
actually-
you definitely could tell, like
Could tell
something
what?
was off.
What did you?
I didn't
So,
get to.
Guys, Stephanie made a chicken marsala, and somehow I'm still trying to figure out how.
So I was looking. I read through the directions, and then you go back to the ingredients to see how much of each.
Mhm.
So I was measuring out what I needed,
Okay.
and you mix the marsala with the broth, the
Mhm.
chicken.
Broth, stock, same thing. Well, not the same, but yes.
Is it actually called broth?
Yes. Not brothel, just broth.
So you mix.
Bunch of
the-
chicken hens, fucking
I just feel like there was a different name for it.
stock, bone broth.
Yeah, okay. Broth, chicken broth. So you mix the marsala with the chicken broth and you let it
Juice.
simmer, cook.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What's the word? When you let it
Simmer.
No,
Reduce.
reduce.
I
knew there was
would
a
have done the
in
same
there.
thing.
I
I
knew
would have.
there was a
I would have like it
duh
starts with a
in
D and
Yes, so you
yeah,
let that
smoke.
reduce and then you add the cream. Since I had already measured them all out,
Mhm.
I just tossed them all in together. And then I was like, fuck,
what was the cream for?
for the sauce. You kind of like just thickens it and gives it a creamy marsala.
But was it supposed to be in the?
Yeah, there's cream in marsala.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I thinking the right
And I
thing?
knew that.
But when did you throw the stock in? Did you throw it in too early?
I put the marsala in the broth, and you're supposed to let that reduce for like 10 minutes,
Mhm.
and then add cream for like the last touch. And I put the marsala, the broth, and the cream
Oh,
all
so you overcooked the
together.
cream.
Yeah,
It broke a little bit.
and
The
and
fat separated from the.
you definitely could tell that like something was off, but it was still good. It just wasn't.
Am I thinking the
like
right thing?
marsala with the
Now that I'm
mushrooms.
thinking marsala, I'm
The
like, yes, of course there's
creamy
cream in it.
marsala, mushroom.
Listen,
not
see,
piccata.
I'm not always good
I
at
don't
this.
think there's
Definitely not piccata. No,
Mm.
piccata's butter.
I just didn't know if
And
that's what you were
lemon
thinking
and
of.
oil,
And
and my mouth's
capers,
watering
all the
so
capers.
bad.
All the
Can we talk about-
capers.
Not to make this about him again, but my boyfriend doesn't like olives or capers
or cream or mayonnaise based
or mayonnaise or creamy dressings, and well, I need to know how to murder him.
You came to the right place,
Thank you so much.
Jeff.
Now, do I
I've been watching.
put a gag
The first
inside
48.
mayonnaise?
Is he allergic?
No.
Then no.
He's just gonna throw up and swallow it because the gag's in his mouth, over and over and
Yeah,
over.
but then it'll look like suffocation on his
No
on his
breathing.
death. Don't give a fuck if you die eating mayonnaise.
Way up. Oh,
No.
guys, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Are we still recording?
welcome
I think we
back.
are.
Let's hope, because we did this one time before.
Yes. Seth's not listening, so thank you for listening to our 15-minute intro. And let's jump in. Biff, you've got some interesting shit for us.
I do.
You do. I'm really excited.
I came across it unintentionally, and I thought it was super fucking interesting.
Dope AF.
So, unfortunately, I don't have specific dates for the columns, for the questions.
But we do know that it doesn't go
this
beyond
is-
2002.
Correct. So this is Ann Landers. And
we've never
apparently
done
she
Ann Landers, right?
Not that I am aware of.
Okay. It's not on our list.
No. However,
However.
so backstory first before
Story
I
in the
give you
back.
my
No.
stories in the back. Just backstories.
Great
Before
line.
I give you my however, I'm going to give you
My whomever.
Ann Landers. She became a very well-known columnist, advice
word.
columnist. Thank you, Breen.
She's
in
working.
1955.
Which is so fucking great. It's
fascinating. But wait, it gets better.
Hold on. Can we speculate for 2 seconds?
Sure.
What kind of advice did you ask for in the 50s? Like, can I really put beef in Jell-O? That was a thing.
Ew.
Yeah.
What did they make with?
Because gelatin,
Jell-O.
like Jell-O and gelatin is made out of like components of animal parts.
Like whale fat?
No,
Whale
it's
fat?
like
Oh no, that's bubble gum.
it's like something in. I'm gonna be so wrong with this, but like the hooves or the bones of the animals that create gelatin, that powder.
Glue. Horse hooves make glue.
Yes, something like I think it
So
might be around
similar.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next time you eat Jell-O, it ain't
I don't
strawberry.
eat Jell-O.
Yeah, no, don't.
But
Kindly
I've
don't.
eaten glue before.
Yeah.
So that's
Glute?
glue.
Glue. Oh, yeah. You've eaten glute.
Middle school.
Same.
Right. Horse glute.
Sorry, Colin.
So yes. So in 1955,
Yes.
Ann Landers started her
Column.
advice.
Advice column.
Back then, she
Advice thread. Feed.
advice.
Papers.
She started advising.
They had
Okay.
newspapers in the 50s there, Biff, if that's what you're asking.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So I wasn't around
Yes.
in the 50s.
I just watch a lot of 50s movies.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And
don't.
then she became actually like a really big name for this. She did that for 47 years. Well, she unfortunately passed away in 2002. However, here is
Whomever.
my however. Our very loved Dear Abby columns.
Yes.
Dear Abby, the original Dear Abby, was her fucking twin sister.
That's the fucking
I
best
know.
thing ever.
And we love her.
We love Abby.
We already loved Dear Abby
Today,
before we
Abby
even knew this.
is taken over, I believe, by her daughter. I know we've said the name before, Abigail Van Buren. I think it's her daughter that's now carrying the column.
Oh, that's so awesome.
So I guess
twins.
it's her aunt,
And then, yeah.
right? In theory, right?
Yes.
Makes sense.
Sister, yeah.
It's her
Thanks, yeah.
aunt that
And
made
then the
that.
twin
Ann
sister
who was Ann
continued
Landers?
it.
That's so awesome.
So Dear Abby was the one who. So Ann Landers was Ann Landers, and then her twin started Dear Abby and wrote as Abigail Van Buren.
right.
But I don't think that was her original
Her
name.
real name is like, I don't know, Phyllis or something. It's like, it's not
Yes.
related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I
so
wonder
now
if
you're
Anne
saying-
has had a pseudonym too. Like a lot of authors still today have pseudonyms where it's not their real name on the column. They write under, they're almost like ghostwriting at this point.
Right.
you
I
know?
don't remember. I don't recall. I don't think so, but I'm not.
It's just such a
positive for that,
fascinating
but yeah.
concept like across the board. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Epi Letterer.
But I found
That was her name. Epi.
Oh yes, I
E-P-P-I-E.
did. Yes.
Well, that was her
Epi,
nickname,
yes.
but it was Esther Pauline Letterer. Better
How
known by the
ironic,
pen
letterer.
name. Right? L-E-D-E-R-E-R.
That's like Cheryl Swoops, the fucking WNBA girl.
Oh,
Cheryl
shut up.
Swoops.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
so awesome.
I know.
So awesome. Speaking of WNBA, you know what? Let's talk about that later.
Okay.
This is a political discussion that we can have later on while we're throwing cheese at the wall. Yeah, so she was an American advice column and eventually a nationwide media celebrity. She began writing the Ask Ann Landers column in 55 and continued her 47 years
Yeah.
in Sioux City, Iowa. That's where she was born. I'm just reading shit now because it's catching my eye. She was born in 1918 and passed away in 2002.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Listen, every advice columnist deserves to be celebrated because it's a thankless job. You're obviously asking because you need to know. And they're using their talent to write and their intuition.
Their time, their energy.
Yeah. I don't know. They're not therapists necessarily. Some of them are. But they're not they're not therapists necessarily. And they're
not getting paid from you to...
Right. Not buku bucks, at least.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, this is like a...
I don't know.
Anyways, I found Ann Landers' archives.
Yay! But no dates, you said,
no
right?
No dates. There's no dates on it, but it's either anywhere from 1955 to 2002. So
I think I wish we could find one that said 1955.
I know.
Like Edward Scissorhands lives across the street.
Right. Is that really 1952?
I think it was around that time, because those houses, those row houses.
Some haircuts.
Not row houses, but them haircuts. He did great.
He did so great.
I think Johnny Depp.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's just the timing.
I know. You don't love Johnny Depp.
No, it's not. I mean, I love him as an actor.
But you wouldn't bang him. It's weird.
No, I'm all set with getting my clitoris snipped off.
Well.
Or my chocolate factory invaded.
That's bullshit lie.
That's such a
That's
bullshit
a bullshit lie.
Invade all of my factories.
Chocolate is just a bonus.
Chocolate gives you all the points.
Okay.
And next.
This one's
sorry,
not
Pops.
set up like... Sorry, not sorry. Next time we see my dad, he's going to throw chocolate candy at you. I know he is. That just came out of your nose, or you blew it with your nose. Okay, you blew it with your nose. That was a.
I'm
that
so
was a
talented.
nod.
I blow with my nose.
That was a nod as he was wiping the wine splashed
off
of
my
his
face. That was great. I hope he throws watermelon at me or something stupid.
So, chocolate covered watermelon.
Yes. No.
All right, so this one doesn't have our typical, like the intro question.
Okay.
So we are coming in blind here.
Oh, really?
We have no clue. I haven't read through them.
Oh.
I haven't.
Okay. So there's no like title question.
Right.
Okay,
right.
gotcha.
We're just really blind here.
Yes.
So
let's do this at 20 minutes in. Sorry, Seth.
Welcome to our podcast.
Why are we constantly apologizing to your family?
Who don't even listen.
I know. My sister-in-law stopped listening, so...
She needs to get a job.
She's got a short commute now.
She needs to get a job far away.
Although, I'm sorry, I need to do this. My cousin and her husband came to my boyfriend's birthday party, and Jeremy goes, I haven't really listened to much of your podcast, but Luana put one on, and I heard you explaining. Yep. Go ahead and say it, because I can't think of the word.
There's way too...
I heard you explaining pegging.
Pegging. I was just going to say fisting.
Stephanie, and I've never fucking laughed so hard in my life. People really love that episode. If you love that episode, please tell us, because it's one of our favorites for sure. Okay, go on. I'm sorry. I had to.
Yeah.
My
I'm
mouth
glad you
hurts.
did, because Jeremy.
We love him. First time I seen him drunk, it was hilarious.
Also, their baby's fucking amazing.
It was worth it. We didn't see them or
Aw.
him. Yeah, no, they wanted
He's
to adult.
old now.
He's
Not old, but he's...
going on 3.
I didn't know him and Mia were that close.
Yeah, I think he's a New Year's Eve baby. Yeah.
So him and Skylar are like...
Yeah, sure.
Weird. I thought he was way younger. Or like a year younger.
I don't know. Sure. 2019.
It's your nephew. Cousin.
Yeah,
That
but
makes a
I'm like
difference. Cousin.
drinking wine.
You're right.
Yeah.
And picklebacks.
Yes. Oh, let's rally.
And-
Okay. And Landers.
And Landers.
Lan Anders.
Okay, so like I said, no dates, no previews.
Right.
So we're just going in raw here.
I love it.
Chocolate Factory.
Finish.
Dear Ann Landers. So now I'm a prostitute, according to you.
Oh.
In a recent column, you said, quote, when sex is used by a wife as payment for favors and is withheld as punishment, it places the marriage at the level of prostitution, end quote. What else can a woman do when sex is her only effective weapon? I've been married to this character.
Oh my God.
I've been married to this character for 18 years, and it's the only approach that works. My husband's income exceeds $40,000 a year. I feel like this is like 1955
50s,
one.
60s, something. Yeah.
Every woman I know gets an allowance but me. My husband doesn't believe a wife needs an allowance. He says, what for? You're home all day. This is so... The only way I can get any money out of him is to nail him when he's in an amorous mood. Now, do you blame me? The professional amateur.
Okay. So, I Googled $40,000 in 1960, what it is today.
Yeah.
I'm just going off of 1960 because of the way that this was written.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
This could have been
Agreed.
55 to 60.
Agreed.
40,000 in 1960 is equivalent in purchasing power to about $420.27 today.
400,000.
$400,000.
And she said my husband's
So
income
this-
exceeds
So let's say
40
that
grand a year.
let's say that this could have been
Every woman
like
I
a
know
wealthy
gets an
person.
allowance but
So,
me.
so let's see in like 1970, for example, right? In 1970, that's 295,000. That's still substantial for income. I mean, 100,000 today is a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So 295,000 for a
And
family.
she said it exceeds.
Yeah.
It exceeds this.
Just
And
like thinking about this though, like if she's talking about it to this magnitude, it could have been anywhere between then and now.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
That's insane to me.
But his what for? You're home all day? That feels very 1950s, 1960s.
Yeah, I agree with you. Wow.
The only way I can get any money out of him is to nail him when he's in an amorous mood. Now, do you blame me?
No.
Professional amateur.
Can we speak from 1960?
No, we weren't even alive.
No. I just mean
Just
like
kidding.
our
Yeah, yeah,
response.
yeah.
Can it
Yeah.
be based on that? Because we don't know
Yeah.
when this is from.
Yeah, it's a
Even
it's a fair
1970.
assumption.
60, 70.
Yeah, 50s to 70s is fair, I
Even
think.
maybe even 80s.
I
To
don't
say
know.
nail him in a column,
Nail him. And
it's
when
got to
he's
be
in
at
an
least
amorous
70s or
mood.
80s. 60s seems a little too, like you got to be on acid to publish that.
I don't know.
Let's speculate later and say,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I need the exact question again.
Now, do you blame me?
No,
She said,
I do not. And you've been advised.
what?
Not ill,
He
just
says,
advised.
what for? You're home all day. The only way I can get any money out of him is to nail him when he's in an amorous mood. Now, do you blame me? Okay, so she's referring to a previous column where Anne said, when sex is used by a wife as payment for favors and is withheld as punishment, it places the marriage at the level of prostitution. So this lady is responding to that reference and saying that that's what she essentially does. She sleeps with him to get money because apparently his income exceeds $40,000 a year and she doesn't get allowance because she's quote unquote home all day.
Mm-hmm.
So she is challenging Ann Landers' reference to
Prostitution.
women withholding sex.
Right. Leverage. Using leverage
Yes.
for...
Using sex as leverage.
Right.
Yes.
Um.
This is super interesting for me because
Yep.
I was raised very traditional. My
old-fashioned.
mom was home raising us, quote unquote, home all day doing nothing, even though we all know that that's not fucking true.
Right.
As a mother, especially of 6,
Right.
you're not doing nothing ever in your life, even when you're doing nothing.
It's just such a fascinating, like that dynamic in general today doesn't exist as much.
Correct.
It exists, but it's just not.
It's not
You have to be able to
common.
afford it as a family,
It's not
which,
common
as we
anymore.
know, especially right
It's
now,
extremely difficult.
it's just unheard of.
Yeah.
To have one parent working,
Right.
sustaining the family,
Right.
while the other
It's-
parent is raising the family.
Right.
It's just not as common as it used to be. I can probably, actually, I don't think growing up I ever had a friend like that had that family dynamic.
Yeah.
Certainly not you. When we met, your parents were already split. And
Yeah, they're around. Yeah.
yeah, I
I
mean,
was about 16 when they divorced.
something that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Because you guys were already living just with your dad when we met, and we certainly didn't have that. Because if you want to talk man, my mom had the bull's balls.
Which still does.
Yeah, she still does.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how to answer this other than using today as the precursor.
Well, so
or
for
as
me,
the-
it's like whether you agree with that, not tradition, but the dynamic,
Mhm.
whether you agree with that dynamic or not, you can be a non-traditional woman, I guess you say. Well, you're also out making your paycheck, whatever. But in this dynamic, traditionally, the man provides financially while the woman takes care of the household.
Mhm.
And so it just, dynamic-wise, that's just kind of, I don't want to say payoff because
it's
it's
that's how you
just-
split the load,
That's right.
right?
I'm taking care of everything while you're working to pay for everything. So it's kind of just how that dynamic works, right? Like
I see. Yeah, right. If you're applying it to that context
that-
and
where
that situation,
which this is very much what it sounds like.
right? 60s, like
Where she's
60s,
saying,
70s.
"Hey, I have to buy the kids clothes. I need money." Right? And she said that every woman I know gets an allowance except me. And he
Which-
clearly makes well over enough
He
money.
makes enough money,
where
right.
we're not wanting for much. But he's not giving me that extra money. So for me it was like, well, that's kind of the dynamic. Right? Like she's home, but Lord knows, especially if there's children, Lord knows rarely is the woman just doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Right. So I guess my question to you is, do you think she doesn't deserve that allowance?
Well, my instinct was like, how the fuck is he not giving her money?
Right.
Like that's just how that dynamic works.
That was just how it was
specific.
then. Like she
Just
had
in
her money to
general.
spend because she was caretaking. She couldn't go out and earn her own.
Right. She wasn't out working because
So
she was home.
that was the trade-off.
Either taking care of the kids or taking care
I
of
was
the
hoping
home.
that's where you were going. I
Yes.
wasn't sure.
No, yes.
Yes. Okay.
So it just kind of works out
Right.
that then, hey, I
She's
need
not asking for
money
his salary. She's just,
Right. Like,
let me go out and
I'm
buy an
not-
outfit.
right. I'm not out working because I'm home caretaking. I have either kids or not kids, whatever the situation.
Right.
That's just how that dynamic works.
This takes a certain
So
level
for
of
me, it was,
sensitivity,
like,
which is like,
confusing that
Yeah.
like your wife's home, whether you have kids or not, she's home taking care of the home. I guarantee when you get home from work, your clothes are folded and ready for work tomorrow when there's probably a meal on the table and
I need a
these
1960s
types of
wife
things.
today.
Right.
I'm sorry, but I'm straight
Imagine
now.
I'm still single. I'm
I
the
do not make
1960s
I do not
wife.
make $40,000 a year. But let's trade off. What do you need?
So for me, yeah, I just felt like that was, yeah, like that's how these dynamics work.
She's not being
Not
a
that
prostitute. She's doing what she needs to do.
If that's the only way she can get fucking money, then okay.
Also, these people in the 60s didn't know that the term sex worker.
No, they're the one who created prostitute.
No shit. No shit. This is such an interesting, like, how do we answer this without ascribing to those ideals? You know what I mean? How do, I don't agree with the dynamic, but I do understand that that's what it was back then. It just was what it was, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't born then. I couldn't be a political figure to change it otherwise. So
Right.
whatever,
Right.
you know? But to think this is an abusive relationship.
So the funny thing to me is that I feel like that still applies today. There's very much less.
Like, do you think it
traditional
applies or do you think
relationships,
it
but
exists?
both? Because
Okay.
you hear often the stay-at-home moms. You hear often that the dads are, what the fuck do you do all day? Right?
See, but
like
that's,
you hear that kind of often.
I don't hear that as often as you would think.
Not as you would think, because that's not
It
normal.
exists,
That's
but
not
it's, yeah,
the
it's
normal
not normal.
tradition
I don't
anymore.
really hear
It's
that
not common.
that much. And if I do hear that, it's usually because they're not together. You know what I mean? Mom and dad aren't together. So the stay-at-home mom, and he's complaining about something, it's because she's not necessarily working, or, you know what I mean? But she is. She's rearing a family.
Handling
She's
more than
like,
most people could even
that's
think
great.
of.
Go sit behind your fucking desk and type a few letters on your computer. But come fucking home and do something rather than sit on your fucking recliner.
And expect me
Because
to
this isn't the
continue
50s or 60s. You're not getting a martini when you walk through the door, bro. It's not happening. This isn't fucking Bewitched.
But yeah, but that's what I mean, is that you'll still hear today that like stay-at-home stay-at-home
Mom wives.
moms, stay-at-home wives, whatever the fuck, that it's still that stigma that like you're home all day. What the fuck, like what the fuck do you do all day? I'm out busting my ass. I'm roofing. I'm whatever.
Right.
What are you doing? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Only ensuring the health of your fucking kids, bro.
Literally raising life is what I'm doing.
I wish my
But
mother was a stay-at-home mom that fucking used that logic. But she was too fucking proud to be like, I don't need your shit.
Yeah.
She was just too proud. I don't know. She had so many more tools at her disposal, and she just refused to utilize them.
God bless Greta.
God bless Greta. And may rest in Greta's face.
Yeah. Rest in Greta's face.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know how to
is-
answer this in the correct context because of the times. You know, the times do matter. If I'm going to answer this today, it's like, girl, put that pussy in a fucking lock. Don't give him anything.
Or go be a prostitute so you can get allowance.
I'm sorry, wear a chastity belt so he doesn't have access. Right. And then when he goes to bed, girl, work that corner. Do what you need to do. But don't reward him.
Well, I feel like, exactly.
He's treating you like a piece of shit. Don't reward him.
Today's women, I feel like our answer is, we sustain ourselves financially so that we don't find ourselves in these predicaments.
Right.
But back then it wasn't like that. You don't do that as a woman.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? So do what you have to fucking do then. Period.
Yeah.
It's no different today than if, we have a child with someone and he's a deadbeat. He's not taking care of his kids. He's not seeing them. Then we go to court to make him pay child support. Like, that's the bare minimum that you have to do as a father is pay child support.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, like, back then, it's like, if you're not even quote unquote paying child support in that sense, where like I'm home raising your children and taking care of the household, and you're not financially providing in the way that you should be in this in this
day and age, this time.
That's no different to me than, okay, you're being a deadbeat, you're not even paying child support, let alone seeing or being super active in your kids' lives. So I'm going to court to get child support.
That's a really good point.
I'm not going to have sex with you unless you give me fucking money.
Right. Yeah, because back then you didn't go to court because your vagina was still wet or dry. And because your wallet was empty.
You can't do that. Yeah.
Right. Wow. That's a really good way to frame it, Biff.
That's how, yeah.
Kudos. Yeah. I'm with you on that. I think I'm answering on today's. Well, I don't think I know because I can't.
You weren't raised in.
No, it started that way. Up until age 4. That's what I remember. Was my stay-at-home mom.
Oh, really? I didn't know Greta's ever was. Although I guess I didn't.
She worked, but it was like they alternated. I remember my mom working and doing, because she finished her high school diploma here in the U.S. So I remember her doing homework probably at like 9 o'clock at night. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just
vamping
here because I don't remember. But really late doing her homework after work. I don't know how they did it. I know they alternated. But we also had nannies. But my dad could afford that back then. Or he thought he could. And so... I mean, I really don't know the situation. It's so interesting just across the board, just to kind of look at in the background. But, we didn't have that traditional dynamic.
Right.
My mom worked.
Right.
As far as I can remember, I was home with my brother and my sister.
Yeah.
And she worked. And that carried through until well after we moved here after high school.
Mm-hmm.
I had to make sure they were home, fed, homework.
Right.
I couldn't leave. You remember that?
Yep.
If I had people over, it was like, shh, don't tell anybody.
Don't break my
mom's going to be home in like 30 minutes. Oh my God. I can't believe you remember that. That's a story for another time.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't answer that based on the old traditions and the old dynamics because I had such a mom who she strived for that independence. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, no offense to your mom. Like, she went and she did what she needed to do, and that was her
fucking business.
She
6
did.
Kids. I have 1, and I'm like,
I want to die.
Shoot myself.
Right.
My mom had 6.
That worked for her. Yeah. My mom was just like, well, I came here married.
Yeah.
I got divorced the second I got here, and ain't no man going to tell me what to do.
Right.
Because she came here married because her parents told her to. So,
yep.
Yeah, it's just different. I just say, like, in the context of to answer this question, you don't owe him jack shit, and you better run.
If you don't,
in the context of today.
If you don't feel like he's pulling his weight, then do what you need to do.
In the context of back then, if you're referred to as a prostitute, honey, work that fucking corner. Work that fucking corner. Get that allowance. Yep. And ain't nobody going to judge you in 2022.
Amen.
Ain't nobody fucking cheers, bitch. Nobody going to judge you in 2022.
No, ma'am.
You better hope that pussy's still alive. Can we get an answer on that?
I was going to say, let's see what Ian
We've gone so much on this one.
Let's see what Ian Landers had to say. Okay. Dear amateur. Oh, she signed off with the professional amateur.
Oh, I thought she signed off as anonymous. Sorry. That must have been the last.
The last one was all
was it?
Anonymous.
Felicia.
Why that anonymous? I know.
Such a good song.
Dear amateur, if this has been going on for 18 years, you aren't going to change it. A bouquet of skunk cabbage to your husband for reducing you to such a level.
That was it?
That's it.
Wow. Wow. Suck it up. Fucking cook him a bad meal, and that's it.
If this has been going on for 18 years, you aren't going to change it. A bouquet of skunk cabbage to your husband for reducing you to such a level.
She's right.
Yeah.
18 years. She's right. It's not going to change. But what choices does a woman have in that time?
That was my question. Was like,
Fuck.
what time frame is
this is so frustrating.
To just tell her, like, sucks to be you and your husband's
Too
an
bad,
asshole.
so sad.
Your husband's an asshole. Sucks to be you. That's what she just said.
You want to know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Ann Lander's publisher was a fucking man and the majority of readers of this fucking paper were fucking men. White men. White men are trash. They fucking voted for your vagina to have to carry a baby when you get raped. White men are trash. And that one black man who wants to take care of everything else, including gay marriage, he deserves to get burned at the stake too. With all the white men.
All the whites.
And the occasional white woman.
Amen to that. The occasional Karen.
By Karen. I disagree, but the context, the timing is what hurts me right now.
Yeah.
I'm hurt.
But also, what else are you going to say? Leave? You can't do that
you
back
can't.
then. That's
back
forbidden.
then, no. You were fucking ostracized.
You can't say that. Also, how are you going to survive?
You were a real prostitute at that
can't
point.
Survive.
Like, quote unquote.
You literally can't survive.
You
You're
can't.
not going to go get a job.
I wonder if there were children involved.
I know.
I'm so sorry that was a response that you got.
I mean, I know, but also, what else is she going to say?
But also, I know. Right.
Go get a job and leave?
Yep.
No.
It wasn't a thing.
No.
Well, it was, but it was few and far between.
Said, like,
I mean, the World War II in the 40s gave women more opportunities to be in the workforce. But it still wasn't enough for every housewife to say, I'm going to abandon.
The housewives,
no.
It was very much, no, you stay home and you take care of the home. That's your job. That's what you do. You don't do anything else but that. No. Or else you're a bad wife. You're a bad mother. You're a bad woman.
You're just bad.
Yeah.
You're just bad. You know what? Be fucking bad. Find your way on the streets, girl. You have my support. You know what? You want money? I'll give it to you. You don't even have to give me anything.
There wasn't like a thing back then for that.
There wasn't. Well, there was a market for it. You just had to find it. That's kind of like, which alley can you smoke weed in? Today versus back then.
I just found additional comments.
No way.
From readers.
Shut the front
Mary's
door.
comment. Oh, dearest. If sex is your only weapon, you are a very underdeveloped female.
Fuck you.
There are many other feminine charms as important and longer lasting too. Become a good conversationalist. Listen to his every word when he talks about work or his day. Read to enlarge your own intelligence. And this is such a 1950s post. Read to enlarge your own intelligence, and you will be able to increase his knowledge base. You will both become more interesting people. Be unpredictable in good ways. Make a cherry pie or make some new curtains. A man likes to come home to a clean, cozy home. Agree on a budget and demand a joint checking account. Get a job. It will give you a say in how the family money is spent. You are only treated as well as you expect and believe that you deserve. The guy will either shape up to keep his exciting wife, or he really is a bum and you will dump him. Your choice.
Okay. I was 100% ready to react until I realized she was, in the wrong words, trying to empower her to fucking use her wiles.
So save yourself's comment. Get a job, start making your own money. Reader comment. I doubt very much if any additional measures will change that creep of a husband. What is wrong
Leave
with this
him.
woman that she can't make a living on her own and divorce the creep? She is wasting her life with him. Dump the garbage with the rest of it on the garbage pickup day. Men are dirt.
Men
I
are
totally
dirt.
agree with the reader comment to dump the garbage husband. Sex was the only thing my husband wanted, and it began to disgust me because that was his primary and only interest in me. Yes, men are dirt and should be shoveled and used for planting.
Yes.
Love save oneself.
Yes.
Comment, get a job. Oh,
Yes.
wow. Bake a cherry pie. Make some new curtains. How degrading. DIVORCE.
Yes, but it's not that easy
This
in that
must
time.
have been the 60s, not the 50s.
Definitely the 60s.
This
Everyone
the
was on
60s.
acid and running away in a
just
fucking
started-
VW bug with
yes.
shag rug on the inside.
Yes, we just started. No, I am a strong, independent woman.
IDEE. I can't fucking.
DIVORCE. Do you know what that means?
I'm so glad you took my misspelling for something else. This is horseshit.
This is bizarre.
I can't. This is women turning
This
women
is so
down. That's what that was. And it was gross.
This
It
is
was
like
gross.
I feel, can relate to the Me Too things, where it was like, why did you
Get
wear
where
a
you're going
mini
with that,
skirt?
but also
You shouldn't
right,
have.
like you enticed him.
You shouldn't have
Yep.
allowed him to do
Okay,
that to you.
I like where you're going with this now.
You know what I mean?
It took me a second.
No,
'Cause I was like, no, not me
no.
too. But now I understand where you're going with this.
You shouldn't have let him
Like-
touch you.
Like,
Or why didn't you report it 20 years ago?
like the guy that I had a fight with on Facebook that, like, if I posted a selfie with a shirt
Yes.
off
Yes, you're.
and they fucking, like, hit on me,
Yeah.
I was like, no, we're not talking about sex. I literally am just, it's fitness progress.
Right.
And they're like,
You've
and
lost
we got into a
ton
fight.
of weight and are proud of where you're at
Right.
today, as you should be.
And the guy was like, well, you posted it. You deserve it.
Right, you posted a picture with no shirt on.
I'm sorry, aren't you a progressive gay man?
Right, that's what I
So
feel
he
like
blocked
these
me.
are all.
Yeah.
Because what he's going to say?
I've seen him. He's given me free drinks at a bar.
As he should.
As he should.
Girl, bye.
Truz. He's hot, though.
Of course he is.
You know what? We can keep going on this one, but can we?
Oh, yeah, no.
One more?
Yeah.
We have time for one. Well, we don't, but let's make time for one more.
We already are out of
Yes.
time off of one question.
Yep.
Wow.
This one, the 1950s, they bared a lot of scrutiny. 50s, 60s. 60s, like, I understand the flower child, like, you know, that level of rebellion, if you will. You know what I mean? When, like, girl
Yes.
would kind of, like, run
Yes.
from her family, her dad.
It was unheard of. Yes.
But she did it because she's like, I'm living my own life.
I'm not. Yes.
And she was gone.
Yep.
She was protesting at the fucking Lincoln Monument, like Jenai
Yes.
from
Yes.
Forrest Gump, like, which is, you know, great timing, BT dubs. But that's just my POV. Like, that's how I feel.
Yeah. I guess
If
that's...
that made any sense.
Yeah,
This
it did.
wine's getting to me. It's warm in here again. It's still 78.
Yeah. It went up a notch.
Did it?
It was
Excellent.
77.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, sorry.
All right, so-
I digress.
One more.
Yes.
Dear Ann Landers, I think you've been out in the sun too long. Quote, nameless, faceless, and placeless, unquote, discovered that her fiancé, Jeremy,
Sorry, Lou.
Jeremy,
Was
was online pretending to be unattached
Online.
and looking to meet women. She planned to trap him by pretending she was one of those mystery females. Now he wants to meet her. She asked for your advice because she said she loves the guy and doesn't want to lose him. You told her to stop playing games. Annie, this guy is a loser, and you should have told her to dump him. She has been living with him for more than a year, and they are engaged to be married. He is no immature child. He's in his 40s, and so is she. Why is the jerk looking in the online personals to meet other women? Furthermore, she must have suspected he was not entirely faithful, which is why she resorted to duplicity to find out exactly what he was up to. You should have told her to get rid of the creep. The wedding ring on his finger will not keep him from straying. Better she should know now what kind of guy she is involved with. Please, Anne, reconsider your advice. No mystery in Centered Reach, New York.
So wait. They've been together for less than a year and he's wearing a wedding ring?
Nope.
That's just what I got from what you said. Guess kind of escaped me.
Yeah.
Online, so I'm going to say this is at least 90s.
True. Good catch.
Okay.
Good catch.
Fuck that bitch. No. I'm sorry, Biff, you got to take the helm here because...
Honestly, I was looking for the post about Jeremy. But I guess we can come back to that on a later podcast.
Yes, we can.
I don't know if impressed is the right word, but with these people that are writing to
combat.
Yes, with the columnist.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're wrong. Like, how dare you give that kind of advice? I'm like, I don't think impressed is the right word, but I'm like, well, shit.
Right, like they're more, like, beyond their time.
Like, this is our first time seeing writers who are like, bro, what the fuck?
Right.
I think you've been out in the sun too long.
Wow.
Oh, I'm going to have to find the original
I feel like
post.
I need to just think about this one.
I'm going to have to find the original post to see Anne's
response to...
to get a feel for the original post, but then also
what's your gut to this, though? Like, I don't...
So, you know when somebody has, like, an insecurity and they're, like, super loud about it, even though they don't...
Super loud about it?
Yeah. They're, like, super loud about it, even though they're not, like, this is my insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just screaming out loud about a specific thing.
Yes.
That's what my gut was for this one, where it was, like, personal to this person. And they're like, how dare you tell her anything other than to fucking leave? You know what I mean? Like, maybe she or the writer was in a similar situation and, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
I think so.
Like, it was
Did you see the confused look on this face right now?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out exactly what the question was. I'm so sorry. I don't know why.
So
I think I'm just stuck on the wedding ring doesn't mean a thing. And I'm literally just trying to dissect that. Like, he doesn't have a ring on his finger.
To get rid of the creep. The wedding ring on his finger will not keep him from straying.
But they're only engaged,
Better
right?
she should know now what kind of guy she is involved with.
But they're only engaged is what I got.
Correct.
From.
They're engaged.
So he's got no ring on his finger and he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Technically, yes. Technically,
I'm not defending him. Let me just make that clear. What I'm just saying is, like, that's not going to deter any woman.
Well, that's what the writer said.
Right.
A ring on his finger, married, engaged,
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
It's not going to make any difference. So the writer said, better she should know now what kind of guy she's involved with. Please, Anne, reconsider your advice.
Yes, reconsider your advice.
Well, we don't know that original advice.
It sounds like she kind of, like, buried the lead on this and kind of just said,
kind of like the first one we read. Like, nothing you do
maybe
is going
more
to change
so.
this.
Maybe more so. Well, I think that there's a timing context on this too, right? I don't think she would have made it to 2002 if she didn't change with the times. Is that fair to say, you think?
Yeah.
So I don't think that it follows the same lines. I think that, I don't know, Anne.
You told her to stop playing games.
But she's not. I say meet the motherfucker. I say carry out your plan and meet the motherfucker so that when he comes up to that meeting place, he sees that as you.
That's not going to change him.
It's not going to change him.
And then what? She's going to stay with him?
No. This is all empowerment at this point.
So maybe that's what Anne was saying. Like, quit playing games. Just fucking leave.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
now
why bother?
Yes.
This
I
isn't
love
gonna
that you're
change.
so much more intelligent than I am.
I'm not more intelligent.
You
My
are.
brain just goes in a different direction than yours.
Oh, I love that. You're more intelligent than I am.
I'll take that one.
Yes, take it. Yes, maybe.
But you know what I mean? Like, what's the point of that? What is that going to change? Absolutely nothing. It's not going to change him.
I
and
still
it's not
say,
going to change you.
I want to see his face.
Absolutely.
When he
I
sees
watch
me there
Catfish every
with my
week.
dirty martini,
kidding me?
with my 3 olives and a fucking cup of olives on the side, because I'm
Extra
classy,
dirty.
extra dirty. If I can see through it,
Extra
I
filthy.
can't see you. And so, like, fucking, so I'm picturing the restaurant where me and you went for my cousin Amanda's wedding.
Okay.
That's where me and Colin went out to eat a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And I'm literally sitting there with my dirty martini in my head right now, watching
you.
this bitch walk through the front door.
Yes. Yes.
Going like, I've been waiting for you. Baby, you're late. I said
Jeremy?
7, not 7:03, Jeremy.
Jeremy? It's me.
Wrong cousin.
Catherine.
Catering.
With a C.
Catering. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're going to have to...
I
Next
feel like
week,
this is just
try
a
to
form
find
of
the
entrapment.
original-
Yeah.
Well, that's the point. Form of entrapment. That's the point. But maybe that's why Ian was saying, what's the point? It's not going to change him, and it's not going to change your feelings.
It's really important for us to find the follow-up to this, or maybe the
the next-
precursor to this, because...
Precursor, yes.
Yeah, no, it's just...
We're going to have
I
to
say,
dirty
like,
Jeremy.
empower yourself. Like, follow through with your plans on AOL or AIM.
Make sure you record it on Snapchat.
Yep. No, it's before that.
Shit.
People don't meet like that online anymore, do they? Oh, she said online, not like... Yeah.
Yeah, but
Shit.
dial up.
2002?
They can't
AIM.
take their
It's
dial-up.
AIM.
They can't
It's
take their
AIM.
dial
We
up
were in
to
2006. We were posting AIM away messages, so it was definitely 2002.
green and gray cell phone wasn't about to take no videos of me meeting my catfishing my man.
My fucking LG that did like
a whole
Jesus
beer
Christ,
pong
I love that
in
phone.
a hot tub.
Our black and white fucking hot tubs.
So sidebar,
Sidebarring.
my dad brought up the hot tub
Shut up.
one time, and he mentioned how it was a nuisance to keep up with the hot tub because of all of our lotions and perfumes and things that would ruin the hot tub
He's so right, because I fucking...
that he had to clean every
I'm fucking
week.
dying. I never thought of that, because Colin's having that issue now with his hot tub. Going like, who the fuck was dirty in here? Like lotions, perfumes.
So the funny thing is,
We
that
did that
my
with Wyatt this
dad's
weekend.
hot tub was beer.
Ew. And
And that's why I was laughing so hard when he was like,
Or beer.
it was so hard to
was
keep up
Corona.
with you guys because you'd go in there with lotions and stuff. And I was like, yeah,
Sure.
I don't
Or-
think it was the
Or maybe it
lotions,
was
Dad.
fucking peanut oil and
It
fucking
was the
Coronas.
It was beer that every time we got in the hot tub, we were like, don't spill your beer because my dad's going to know because the hot tub's going to
I
get gross.
fucking
And then
forgot
somebody
about
spilled
that.
beer.
It was probably me.
And the
I
next
spilled
morning,
everything.
the fucking hot tub
Down
looked
my
like,
chest.
yeah, the hot tub looked like
Trash.
fucking ocean.
That's hilarious shit
I
right
know, I
there.
was laughing and I even told him. I was like, Dad, it wasn't the ocean. It was definitely beer. He's like, whatever. It was annoying to keep up with you guys.
Yes, it was. We were
Yeah.
annoying to keep up
That's not
with
what
each
I'm
other.
debating.
Not at all.
I'm just debating what dirtied the hot tub. Because it
But-
wasn't lotion.
But this one, in this question, sorry, not to distract from a very valid point. I can't wait to talk to Pops about my faux pas. But this is hard. I was going to say that I hate these period questions, but I fucking love them.
I really
Because
need
it
to
elicits so much
I
thought.
need to find Jeremy.
Yep. If we're going to talk about today's standards, meet the motherfucker and make sure that you have a drink waiting for him.
Put it on Instagram.
Have a friend in a corner fucking recording that
Yep.
shit. Also,
Facebook
remember,
blast him when you dump him.
and I need to say this, I'm going to preface that I'm going to assume that this is a strong, independent woman. Bitch, you better fucking embarrass the fuck out of your white man. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Because I'm white?
I was going to say because you're not white.
Because I'm not white. What's the response? Can we just do that?
I do want
Por
to know.
favor. Also, can you, hold on.
He felt. Do
Drink your drink.
you want some?
It's been an hour, bitch.
I haven't eaten a lot of carbs.
Drink it faster.
I can't.
I don't speak Spanish. Sorry.
Oh, you do. You speak three
Sorry,
languages.
nobody picky pani.
Anybody picky pani here? Dear Center Reach. Oh, no mystery in Center Reach, New York. You're right. My response was less than helpful. A betrothed male who is still surfing the internet looking for women needs to be evaluated more carefully. Thanks for cleaning that after me.
What?
I love her. I fucking love her.
No.
I love her.
No. Fuck this bitch. She just got called out on her shit and she's like, thanks for cleaning up after me.
No. Listen again.
Okay.
My quote unquote, response was less than helpful. A betrothed male who is still surfing the internet looking for women needs to be evaluated way more carefully. Thanks for cleaning up after me.
Yeah. I'm still on the same wavelength I was before.
Beth, there is no more sarcasm that can be added to this response.
Oh, sorry.
Yes,
Sorry,
you're right. A man who's out being a cheating ass motherfucker should definitely be dealt with differently.
I think I need to hear the
Thank
rest
you.
of this. Okay.
That was all there is. That's it. Yes, you're
Cheating
right.
ass motherfucker.
A betrothed male, aka cheating ass motherfucker, who's still surfing the internet looking for women needs to be evaluated more carefully. Thanks for cleaning up after me. That is like a flawless fuck you. Shut the fuck up.
But it's not so obvious.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful, but it's not so
and
obvious.
I love Ann Landers. That was priceless. And that was the greatest response I could have wished for.
I didn't think sarcasm. I didn't pick it up. And I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm not fucking stupid.
No, you're not.
I did not pick up sarcasm from that. I just picked up like, oh, my bad.
My response was less than helpful.
I picked up good
A
looks, bro.
betrothed
Good looks,
male
bro. Good
who is
looks.
still surfing the internet looking for women needs to be evaluated way more carefully. Thanks for cleaning up after me. That was like, no, you're right.
No.
You're right.
I need to know the fucking...
We need
Yep.
to find the original Jeremy post.
Guys, we're going to do this.
Next podcast,
I won't
find
promise that.
I'm
Because
going to write it down right now.
I
Find Jeremy.
I still won't promise that.
Find
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Jeremy
Find
is my boyfriend.
Jeremy. Isn't that that hospital show everyone's obsessed with? Dreamy?
Oh, McDreamy?
Yes, McDreamy.
Oh my goodness. Grey's Anatomy?
Yes. And Landry find Jeremy.
Landers.
Fuck.
Why are you landering?
Wow.
Somebody be Bonnie?
Landers.
That was good, Biff. Those were... we need to put that for like those days where we can't
Yes.
function and we need extra thinking time.
Yes, extra thinking time.
Guys, I want to know. This fucking question is everything. I want to know everyone's thoughts.
Response.
The response, yes. I'm sorry, that's what I actually meant, was the response.
Yes.
Did you hear sarcasm and what? That's it. Just
Thanks for cleaning up after me.
Question mark?
My debt response was insufficient.
Guys, you're the best. Please fucking write to us. You've been illadvisedtgmail.com.
Someone. We just want to love you.
We just literally want to love you.
That's it.
That's it. And if you don't want to send us an email, send us a DM on Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ill Advised the Podcast.
And you can even sign anonymous or Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy. That's Emmy.
Yeah, that's Jeremy with an Emmy.
Emmy.
Jeremy.
Like you just got one.
Like Jeremy.
Not a daytime one, though. Nobody
Jeremy.
likes General Hospital.
I used to love General Hospital
I
only
knew you
because
did.
that one guy.
My cousin
He
Lou
was
did
so
too.
fucking fine.
I don't know who that one
I
guy
don't remember
is.
his name, but he was so fucking fine.
I never watched it, so it wouldn't matter anymore.
So fine. I should look him up and see what he's aged like.
Yeah, it's aged.
Because he was old during back then.
Oh, older men.
Yes.
There's nothing better.
Nah, a little bit. Sometimes.
Sometimes
Some things
rarely.
better. Some
Sometimes
things,
rarely.
Some things sometimes.
Guys, and if you don't want to send us messages, just visit us. Is what I meant to say. I don't know where the fuck that gibberish
Sounded like
came
you
from.
just did a Vizio commercial.
Just visit us on illadvisedthepodcast.com, and literally, you look fantastic in that metallic dress. Metallic. I've been drinking all night. Forgive me. In that metallic dress.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Biff's still like fucking not caught up.
Jeremy.
You look good in that dress. Those shoes match everything you're wearing.
And them tan lines is hot.
Your vagina is the wettest I've ever seen.
Wettest? Yes.
Wettest.
Wettest.
And thank you so
whitest.
much for listening.
You've been ill-advised.